Good morning, dear children. How are you? Yeah, I think you are fine. So, this is Ravi Kumar sir. I am going to teach physical science subject to you. Yeah, you know very well about me. See, already we discussed some topics in previous class only. By taking that testing previous knowledge, I want to introduce once again about the chemical equations. So what is meant by chemical first? Yeah. What is meant by equation? Yeah, of course, we have an idea about chemical equations. So generally what is meant by equation? Will you show the symbol, sir? Yeah. This is the symbol generally we are using in chemical equations. Chemical equations. I would like to write one example here. A plus B gives rise to C plus D. What is that? A plus B gives rise to C plus D. You have an idea about this. A plus B gives rise to C plus D. Left side of that arrow mark should be considered as reactants. What is this? Reactants. And the right side of the arrow marks should be considered as products. And these products again two types. First one is main product and second one is byproduct. See that? If you are taking one reaction, A plus B gives rise to C plus D. A plus B, left side of the arrow mark should be considered as reactants, and right side of the arrow mark C plus D should be considered as products. So these products again two types. First one is main product, second one is byproduct. In this, which one is main product, which one is byproduct, we can say. Yeah, C is considered as main product and D is considered as byproduct. Okay, so let's see one by one in this lesson. Chemical equations, again two types, physical change and chemical change. In your surroundings also, a lot of chemical changes, a lot of physical changes are observing. Just we will take one example about physical change and chemical change. So before going to discuss the physical change and chemical change, I would like to go through with that physical change first example. What is that? Physical change. Can you write some examples what you are observing from your daily life? Yeah, I would like to write one example about the physical change. Ice converting into water. Ice converting into water. Again, for example, ice at 0 degree centigrade, if you are giving heat energy to this and it is converting into the water. Again, if the water, if you are recooling or put it in a refrigerator minus degree centigrade, again this water is converting into ice. Means the reactant can convert it into the products. At the same time, the products also converting into the reactants is called as physical change. Yes, what is meant by physical change? Physical change, a reactant is converting into the product. By using different process also, again the product is converting into reactant is called as physical change. Did you understand? Yes. So many examples are there. Second example is coconut oil. In winter season it is going to be solid. Again if you are giving heat energy, again it will converting into the liquid. Again if you are cooling, again it is converting into the solid and liquid. It's a process. The reactant is converting into the products and the products is converting into the reactant is called as physical change. Can you list the example of physical change in your daily life? Yeah, please write down minimum 5. 3, 4, 5. So this is what about your a small task to you finish in this one. So this is called as physical change. What about chemical change? What about chemical change? Yeah, see here. Some examples is written, and as well as in your book some examples they are given. Digestion of food. Digestion of food. Generally you are taking a solid food. For example, the food when it is enter into the GIT system, it is converted into the small pieces by using your digestion system. The small pieces are converting into the glucose, and the glucose will go to the cells. So again, if you are recovering, if you want to do recovery about this, the product cannot convert into the reactancy, means the food is not coming like that outside. Yes, you can able to be observed. Digestion process is a chemical change process. Once the reactant cannot convert into the product is called as digestion and as well as chemical change. Second example also given, burning of crackers. Once you are giving heat energy or flame to the crackers, the reactant is converting into the product. Due to that heat energy, it is going to be explosive, and it will changes the color. Definitely what happened here, by using that heat energy, you are going to explode the crackers, means burning the crackers. See here what happened, once it is burned, if you are cooling, again the crackers will save in state? No, it's not possible. So burning also, burning process also, burning of crackers also called as chemical change section. And next one is respiration. You have an idea about this. By using this respiration only the man is surviving right now life. See that respiration time we are taking oxygen and as well as we are releasing carbon dioxide. So what we are taking, which type of gas we are taking? Oxygen we are taking and releasing carbon dioxide. So whatever the reactant side you are taking, again you are not releasing the oxygen outside. So this is called also a chemical change process. And the fourth one is making chapati. Yeah, you have idea about this. It's a general example. The flour you are taking, you are adding water and you are making chapatis. After heating, it is very tasty, you know very well. And after that, if you are cooling and if you added water, the flour cannot come. The flour cannot come. It is also a chemical change. So please, children, it is also a big list, chemical change and physical change. Please make a list up to each 5 examples. Already I given 4, and please make it up to 10 examples. You may able to observe here. You may able to be observe here. See, I can able to be conclude one more thing here. Generally, it's a general reaction. Will you say which one is reactant, which one is product here? Yeah, N2 and H2 both are in gaseous state. It is reactant. What it is? It is reactants. And what is it? It is it product. So can you decide whether it is a chemical change or physical change by observing this reaction? Yeah, we cannot say. So we can say, so 2 types of arrow mark is there. So it is a reversible reaction arrow mark. What is this? Reversible reaction. What is this? Reversible reaction arrow mark. Means the reactants converting into the products and the product is converting into the reactants. So it is called as reversible reactions. Generally we are using arrow mark now. So this is called as irreversible reaction. What is this? Irreversible reactions. So in this equation, nitrogen and hydrogen combine to give ammonia. Nitrogen and hydrogen combine to give ammonia. So it's a irreversible reaction. No? So it's a physical change reactions. We can say that physical change reactions. By knowing this, a reversible and irreversible reaction, and arrow marks we can able to be change, we can able to be conclude whether it is a chemical change reaction or physical change reaction. Now I want to say one more thing about this reaction. See that N2 plus H2 gives rise to NH3. Sir, here two nitrogens are there, here only one nitrogen is there. So this is called skeleton equation. What is this? Skeleton equation. Means there is no balancing of equation. Here two nitrogens are there, here one nitrogen is there. So simply they are given skeleton equation. We have to do balance equation. So for that we have to do balanced chemical equation. You have idea about this how to do balance of a chemical equation. Yeah, you have idea about this. N2 plus H2 gives rise to NH3. Skeleton equation means there is no balance of that elements. So here balanced chemical equations. N2 plus 3H2 reversible reactions 2 moles of NH3 at certain temperature and pressure. So nitrogen is 2 moles. Nitrogen contains 2 atoms. Hydrogen contains 3 into 2 6, and here 2 into 1 nitrogen 2 only. Yeah, again hydrogen 2 into 3 6. So nitrogens 2, hydrogens 2. I would like to explain about this clearly in the next coming examples, but I want to say about this. This is what a skeleton equation. This is what balanced chemical equation. So this is the brief idea about the chemical equations. Already you listened the class, but please once again listen, and whatever the doubts will come, please make a notes, and as well as write some examples of chemical change and physical change. I given only 5, but list out minimum 10 to 20, so it will give you a clear idea to you, and as well as we'll go through the next topic in the next class. Thank you very much.